So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. They set up the screen to Joe. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Yeah, let's get set. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. How are you, 17? Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey. Whip. Watch the whip.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. To return it now, here's King. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime? And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Roquan Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
11. Shift. 21. Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Hey, check Mike 6. 12, fellas, here we go. Cut. Mike 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Just like that. Check, Mike 39. Quarterback, don't get nervous. Smash. We begin to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Panther 60.
Herbert off of play action. And Shark calls it in. And all the way down to the 27. It's a big play there for Vegas.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah. You don't want none. 53.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Third and long, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught by Watkins for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. A try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Raiders 20, Seahawks 13.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. No gain on this defense. No gain. No street. Motion, motion, motion.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Herbert now on second down. He completes it to Boyd. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Here's Herbert. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Garoppolo. That's caught. It's James Washington. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll run with Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first down, Jacobs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Forced out to his left. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
21. Mike 17. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 17. Mike 17. Here we go, D.
On second and 10, Garoppolo. And hitting Juju on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
11.
On first down, Garoppolo. Pass complete to Chubb. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
36.
To throw is Garoppolo. Smith-Schuster. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Garoppolo to throw. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Herbert now to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Quez Watkins, 81 yards. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 33,
after the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
21. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6.
To throw is Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, check Mike.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Las Vegas, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.